Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with Almighty Object 257, which I think is kind of underrated tank, if I can say so. Overall, we had a video of this tank back in 2022, so it is about the time to remake it. I rated this tank 4 stars, looks like community agrees, and overall stats are 4 all over the board. Keep this in mind, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, that you can rate the tanks yourself in the index page, login via Wargaming login, and easy peasy lemon squeezy, you can rate the tanks. Also, if you are curious, there is a new function in the index, click on the maps, and you will find the magical things over there. Meanwhile, fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Overlord standard battle tier 10 matchmaking. And now, what is so good about this tank and what is nice about this tank? This tank is a magnet of, how to say this, not so professional players in the game, right? What do I mean by saying this? This tank can side scrap very well. You can over side scrap because it has a triangle shape over there, and pretty much enemies won't be able to penetrate you that easily unless they have bigger than 150 caliber gun, if I'm not mistaken, and overall the tank is pretty nice. Where the gun goes for 40 alpha damage, this is very good. 248 millimeters of penetration and 1259 shell velocity, which is nice. And if you need more penetration, you can load the gold and you can slap enemies in the face with a gold ammunition, right? Okay, so for a very first game, we do not really mind too much. We are chilling, we are enjoying ourselves, we are looking towards this Char Futur, and Char Futur will be the one who will take one for the team. At least this is how I look into all of this, and I do not really think that this gentleman should enjoy the experience. What is our goal? Our goal is dig this guy out of this position, right? Straightforward, this is our goal, this is our hope, and this is our dream. That's all we need to do. I know that the gun handling on the paper of this vehicle doesn't look phenomenal and it doesn't look very good. But truth to be told, the gun of this tank for some weird reason just simply works, okay? Even though on the paper it doesn't look the greatest, I am very well aware of that. In reality, you just simply can't hit the shots. Now, all we need to do, we need to make sure that we are going to punish this Char Futur, and I have a feeling that this gentleman is regretting his life choices, what he has done in this game. I cannot blame him for that, though, you know, mistakes were made, not much what you can change about that. Okay, next. I do not really want to let this guy to escape, and luckily he didn't, that's good. How about sniping from this area here? I am considering my life choices and what I'm supposed to do here. I know that was F55 sniping from the back, and I would love to slap this gentleman, but it's not going to be that easy as I initially thought it would. Actually, no, it's quite easy. Luckily, he made a mistake. Nice. Now, whenever you are showing the frontal armor of this tank, you can get penetrated extremely easily. So, frontal armor of this vehicle isn't the greatest, right? Keep this in mind. What is good about this tank? Ability over side scrap, right? This is absolutely amazing and this is absolutely glorious. But if you are not side scrapping, right, the armor overall frontally of this tank is kind of a stinker. And I think it is super duper hyper turbo important thing to highlight, right? Because not everyone is used to side scrap or even better over side scrap, right? This game is not particularly good for that, but we are going to try to show how to do the things properly with this tank, although we need to get some kind of open map, if you know what I mean. This is what we need. Oh, Mr. Tortoise is sniping from the back. Okay, fair enough. Not much what we can change about that. Good. Let's relocate. What is the best play for us in this situation? What is the best play for us? This is the question. I do not like this position anymore. I want to relocate and I want to find a bit better angles, if you know what I mean. Okay. what to do? This is the question. Maybe I could be a bit naughty, mother trucker, and maybe I could go a bit more aggressive like this. Maybe that's the right plan. Maybe that is the right plan. Do we have a side of the Conqueror? Almost. Unfortunately, we missed the shot. To be completely honest with you, my aim wasn't the greatest, and I very, very well deserve this. It's okay. Let's try to find a good angle for the Super Conqueror. Now, where the Super Conqueror goes, we can actually overside scrap against this guy. Right? Pay attention what we are doing. We are overside scrapping like crazy mother truckers. Although, to be completely honest with you, looks like Super Conqueror has his own problems, you know, to deal with. It is okay. Overside scrapping. Unfortunately, he could penetrate us. Probably he fired at front over there. Yep. You see, if this tank is like a magnet for newer players or not so great players. If it happens to be that you met the gentleman who knows what he is doing, right? If the guy plays very, very well, obviously he is going to punish you for your stupidity and for your mistakes, undoubtedly. But the thing is, not every and each person knows how to play the game, and not every and each person knows how to penetrate this vehicle, right? So that's the good thing for this tank. By the way, this Vaza is one patient mother trucker. It is absolutely insanity how patient he is. It is absolutely insanity how patient this gentleman is. Okay, let's try to relocate a bit. I am trying to go back like this, and in fact, I think I am dropping down. I do not really have anything else to do here. It's okay. Relax, take it easy. We have all time. Now, the Charmile should be lurking somewhere around the shadows over there. Actually, I think heat would be better ammunition. I have a feeling that heats would be a bit better, but it's okay. Let it be. Do I want to completely relocate or not really? I am trying to figure out how do I want to play this game, right? This is the hardest part of all of this. Actually, if I calculate the things properly, I was about to say, if I calculate the things properly, Tortoise should be flanking us. And this is exactly what happened. Okay, not bad. For a very first game, this is very, very, very against this tank where the map goes. You want to play in the open field with this tank, or let's say side scrap around the corner, and there is nowhere to side scrap. There is simply nowhere to side scrap, and to go onto the beach, I just simply do not feel like it, you know? Other than that, I am feeling happy with this game. It's okay. This is going to be a great warming up for this tank, right? So let's see the score. Okay, fellas, and we are back. Unfortunately, not ideal situation, not ideal performance, but hey, for a warming up, we are going to be completely fine. After first game, we have 3000 damage, 700 assisting damage. We cannot complain about this. We are third by the damage. We are second by experience, and that's great. Oh, look at this light tank. Farmed a lot from the enemy team. Good for him. Meanwhile, we lost 6000 credits as well, but that's to be expected considering that I was firing quite a bit of the gold ammunition. I can't complain about that, right? Let's keep it up. Okay, we have Sand River Encounter. Once again, not a great map for this tank. Unfortunate, but not much what we can change about this. Honestly, let's go with a hardering. I think this is the proper choice. And in fact, we are going to do an unusual thing. I am not going to play in the heavy line. I am going to go around, right? I simply think this is going to be more rewarding for us, and I think we can get significantly more use of all of this, right? That's what I am thinking. So our plan is to go brrrr, just like so, and try to flank the enemies like there is no tomorrow, right? I could potentially maybe go and play towards the middle, but I really do not enjoy the middle play over there, to be completely honest with you. I just do not really like it. Also, playing in front of the Minotauro would be extremely difficult considering that this gentleman is playing hold down over there, right? So I stand by my choice, and hopefully it will work just fine. All in all, you do not really want to get the maps like this whenever you need to play hold down. And the main reason why, so not because of this tank gun depression, although it's not ideal, right? You do not want to play hold down because you can get overmatched in your forehead as well, right? This tank has quite a big forehead, just like I do, right? So you can get slapped here, and this is not ideal. While we are relocating, while we are taking our time, as you can see, our team is just simply melting on the upper side. Now the question is, do I actually want to play aggressively? Do I want to play aggressively over there? I kind of do, fellas. I am going to load the hits instantly because this Centurion action shit will be... Oh, I am not going to play here. Listen, we met two top-tier tanks, Centurion action shit and the 277. You know what that means? That means it is not really worth it for us to get involved to the crazy level. It just simply isn't worth it. What do you want me to tell, right? And that's okay. We are not going to cry over this. We are going to be completely fine. We are hoping that they are going to push in front over there like crazy mother truckers, and then we can start slapping them for that. That's what we need for a full happiness, right? Now, Centurion is flanking very, very well. This is a great play by the Mr. Centurion. We should be able to punish him into the turret. At least this is what I'm hoping for, although I missed my shot. This is okay. Doesn't really change anything too much. And now full focus over there. Just straight up full focus. Oh my bananas, Mr. Defender, how are you doing this fine day? This Chrysler cannot survive the situation, fellas. This Chrysler, he went way too deep, and, you know, at this point he can only blame his team and whatnot. I am very, very well aware of that. Meanwhile, Centurion, how are you doing this fine day? We are trying to punish him. Luckily, we can do that. And once again, our goal is just to annoy the enemies to the maximum, right? We're behaving like a sniper schnitzel, which is not the most popular choice for obvious reasons, right? But it is how it is. This is as much as we can get. Also, what we know that 277 is getting very much involved into all of this, right? So that means we may need to escape a little bit. I don't really feel like I can slap this 277 one-on-one. Rhino is looking towards him. Maybe I could be a tiny touch more involved. Okay. I can and I will. Look at this beauty. What we are going to do, we are going to slap this gentleman just like so. He has a time for another shell, right? And as you can see, our mission is to make the side as much as we physically and possibly can, or showcase our side, which I know doesn't really make any sense whatsoever, but this is the proper play from our side. And now we can clearly see that face... Actually, not face, but Sharfooter makes a bit of pressure sideways over there. Okay, that's fine. I can see that this game is very, very difficult, right? You can see that. I can see that it is completely fine. Our mission is to try to survive here as long as we physically and possibly can. And I'm actually surprised that this object is such a... let's say passive mother trucker, right? He can definitely make a bit more pressure and punish me over there, but... it is how it is, and we are okay. Very, very, very hard start where this game goes, okay? Extremely hard start. And I'm a bit disappointed, to be fair with you, because I honestly think that this tank is worth so much more than we are able to showcase just because of how the games are going nowadays. But that is World of Tanks, and there is nothing what we can change about this. At least this is how I look at this, right? We are just trying to use our crazy armor, right? Nothing unusual, nothing too crazy. Now we are going to make a bit of pressure like this. We are aiming this guy, but I am going for a full damage shot just because we can and just because I need it. Beautiful. As you can see, I'm trying to show my side to the best of my abilities, and I have a feeling I am dead. Once again, this is a bit disappointing thing, but this is World of Tanks nowadays. I don't feel like I am playing bad. Correct me in the comment section down below, right? I don't feel like I played bad over there, but it is how it is. Unfortunately, we are losing another game, and unfortunately, the score is 2-15. Okay, fellas, we are back. 3.2 thousand damage, 200 assisting damage. We are first by the damage. We are first by experience. I think the game overall was good. I think the gun treated us pretty well. And overall, our decisions were just simply correct. Unfortunately, team was significantly weaker. Nothing what we can change about that. Minus 27,000 credits as well. That's okay. We are going to keep it up even though the game doesn't treat us that well. Let's keep it up, fellas. Oh, papa, would you look at this Empire's Border Standard Battle? Okay, I think this game has the most potential overall. So what we are going to do, we are going to go to the heavy line. From the north side, as a rule of thumb, you are taking Juliet 1, Juliet 2. And from the south, as a rule of thumb, you are taking the middle. Because then if the north would make pressure like this, you are countering their pressure, right? And why you are not playing super aggressively like this? Because unfortunately, it's just not a great idea. Because you are just simply getting slapped by literally everyone who arrives to this position first. So it's just simply not worth it, right? Okay. Okay, I am expecting 5,000, fellas. That's what I would love to see. And I truly mean it when I'm saying this tank has things to offer. Unfortunately, I just simply cannot show how the armor is looking like, because we need a corner where we can bait the enemies. Or, let's say, if we are playing 1 against 1, we can try to overside scrap to the maximum. And a lot of players are taking this as a bait, right? This is exactly what we are looking for, and this is exactly what we need. Okay. I should load the heats, to be fair with you, instantly, because we are going to see the heavy tanks arriving to position. But at first, we are going to start our journey with APCRs. Hopefully, this Panther 2 is playing in the open field, and hopefully we can instantly punish this gentleman for his bad decisions, right? That's what I'm looking for. Yep, looks like he is ready to get punished. Absolutely glorious, 400 in the face, and the Panther is questioning his life choices over there. Just straight up a bad play from this gentleman's side, and there is nothing what he can change about this, honestly speaking. He's going straight into the garage. Unfortunate, but that is World of Tanks for him. And now we are going to make pressure like this. Pay attention how am I angling my tank, right? I am going kind of sideways towards the enemies, and as you can see, this stuff kind of works. This is crazy, fellas. You need to get used to play with this tank, and I know it sounds very, very weird. How would you, why would you say something like this? But for real, you need to get used to overside scrap. I know, it's crazy, it's madness, but this is how you are playing with this vehicle. And as you can see, armor holds just fine, right? This is the biggest highlight where this tank goes, fellas. This is the biggest highlight where this tank goes. At least in my opinion. Okay, how about this object? Unfortunately, I cannot see him. Not exactly what I'm looking for. I would love to see them making a bit of pressure over there, honestly. I would love to see them making tiny touch pressure. Maybe I could go for a base defense over there, but once again, this would be kind of dangerous stuff. Hop up. Excuse me, sir. Look, I am overside scrapping. Even though they have a relatively decent angle over there, we are okay. Can I retreat completely from this position? This is the question. Minus 4,000 hit points, not ideal, obviously, but I do not really think we can change something about this, and now we are just simply retreating from here. That's all I want to do. I have a feeling that enemies will start making pressure very, very, very soon, right? This is what I think, and this is what I am predicting. So what we want to do, we want to have a bit safer defense parameter over there. We are hoping that the object and both of the tank destroyers will simply get involved, right? This is what we want to see, fellas. I could go for a base defense as well, but I'm not entirely sure is it the best choice for us, to be fair with you. It would take approximately a minute to take this position over there. Okay, nice. Good, good, good. This is what we want to see. This is what we want to see, fellas. Exactly what I want to see over there. Beautiful shot straight into the forehead of this mother trucker. That's okay. And now they are going in. And now they are going in. How we can do this in the smart way? This is the question. Object doesn't have gun depression, so I am not too paranoid about him, believe me or not. I am feeling completely fine. And we have a Trash 103 going like this. Okay, so I think the best choice for us would be to approach this Trash 103, like straight up. Go for Trash 103 and slap him. Unfortunately, RNG doesn't treat us that well. Overside scrapping. Oh, pay attention, fellas. Pay attention at this beautiful overside scrapping, right? That is glorious. Look, 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 I'm showing side. I am showing the side over there, right? Look, look where he's aiming. Magnet. Fellas, this is the best part of this vehicle, honestly speaking. If you understand how to play with this tank properly, you are going to be completely alright, right? Look, 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 overside scrapping, over... Hey, hey, fellas, hey. This is what I am talking about, right? This is the best part of this tank. This is the best part of this tank. Overside scrapping, he knows where to shoot. I saw where he was aiming and he aimed exactly to the front, right? So this is the perfection of this tank, right? All you need to understand with this vehicle that you need to overside scrap, and then everyone will say, who doesn't know how to penetrate this tank? Now, how are you penetrating this tank in reality? In reality, you are aiming towards the front, right? If you see all the tank, or alternatively, you are going towards the cupola and towards the forehead. Great tank with quite an unlucky session over there, but hey, fellas, it is how it is, not much what we can change about that, right? And we are back, fellas. 2,900 damage, pretty much 3,000 damage, 4 kills, 3,000 blocking, and 300 assisting damage. What an unlucky session. Once again, we are first by experience, first by the damage. We are getting healthy minus as well, just for a good measure. But overall, fellas, where the session went, right? We played for 3,000 average damage and 400 assisting damage. But the thing is, we are just simply unlucky. We lost 3 out of 3 games, right? There is absolutely nothing what we can change about this. And unfortunately, this is the reality, right? But nevertheless, fellas, trust me when I say that this vehicle is very, very nice. And this vehicle is perfect for completing the bouncing missions, and overall this tank is kind of a noob magnet, right? In the most positive way. Anyways, that's what I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a blast together with us, and see you tomorrow. Skill is out for today. Peace.